Hi, I'm Sonya Dove and we're here at the Doves in Santa Monica. And today what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you a little bit about colour correction, something I'm very passionate about. And here we have Erin. Erin is a natural redhead, but very gentle red, and she likes it coloured so it's quite vibrant. A few weeks ago she tried something a little bit different and had the ends made pink, but now she's back wanting to have her own colour but more vibrant. So we're going to go into how do we get rid of this direct dye and then go over with an overlay of our demi-permanent hair colour to get a really great, beautiful, rich, vibrant copper. So we're going to start off with doing Erin's hair, and we're going to start off with the preparation. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the majority of the depth of Erin's hair, and she's running up to almost like between a level 6 and a level 7. So first project I'm going to be doing is really removing some of this pink on the ends. And the way I'm going to be using that is by using DDL, Direct Dye Lifter. And it's a direct dye lifter. I'm going to be adding 10 volume and just applying it on these ends, these pink ends, to gently remove that direct dye that she has in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking horizontal sections across the back and applying my DDL with 10 volume on the areas that are pink. Now, what's important is to just gently brush it on top, and then work the product through with the fingers. Very, very important to make sure you get full saturation. I'm just going to work from one side to the other, all the way up until I get to the front. By the time I get to the front, I'll then check the back area just to make sure to see how it's taking, but it will not be on long. So this is 10 volume developer and DDL. So here we have our DDL and 10 volume applied. You can see it is only addressing the areas where she has that pink on the end. So now what I've done is I'm just working through each section, really making sure the product's worked in. And I'm going to check it in about 2 or 3 minutes. It can act very quickly, and I don't really want all the colour to be lightened out. I'm just after is slight lifting, because we're going to be going over with a copper. So we're going to let that take, and then let's see what's next. So here we are. We've really lightened up her ends quite a bit. You can still see there's still a lot of pink in there, but it's a much lighter pink. So now our next stage is to colour Erin's hair. So this is the tip that I really like to give as hairdressers. Remember porosity. The hair on the ends is very porous, but the hair on the new growth isn't. So I'm going to be using a demi-permanent colour. I'm going to be using a level 7, 7/43, a level 7 gold red, and 1.9% on the new growth area here. And then mid-length to the ends, I'm going to be using 8/43 from Colour Touch, a level 8 gold red, but I'm going to be putting in some of my special mix 0/34. So many of you are probably thinking, well, why am I using 2 different levels? If I use a level 7/43 all the way through, her ends are going to be darker. So this is something I find when teaching colour, we always have to analyse the porosity. If we use a level 7 all the way through, these ends will look like a level 6 because it will grab the colour because it's so porous. So we're going to start applying it at the new growth, our level 7, and then go to the mid-length and ends, and then do the 8/43 with our special mix of 0/34. Which essentially, for any of you that use other brands, our special mix is like an orange intensifier. Okay, now let's get to it. So now I'm just applying my 7/43 at the root area, and you can see I'm coming out about 3 inches. It's applied all over, And that was my last section, so we have her new growth on all over, 3 inches out from the scalp. That is 7 stroke 43, a level 7 gold red, 1.9%. Now part 2, the tip and trick when you're doing colour correction. I'm now going in from that point out with a level 8 stroke 43, with some of our special mix, 0 stroke 34, which is essentially orange mixed stone. So from here out, all the way through to the ends, this is now a level lighter. The reason is, if you use the same level from scalp to ends, you will get darker tips, which can tend to look muddy. So always choose one level lighter on hair that you're colouring on the ends. And this is only because of porosity on the hair. So just applying it. And I like to, as I do each section, I like to really work it in, make sure the saturation is very, very thorough. I'm just going to work horizontally down, all the way down. So now I'm putting my level 8 copper with our orange mixed tone from where I last finished the colour, and work it all the way through to the mid-lengths and ends, really working it in. Now, where the hair is that's pink still on the ends, but it's a lighter colour, I like to really, really heavily saturate that, because it's that copper that's going to counteract the pink and really get rid of it. Really work that in. So saturation is key. Saturation is key with colour anyway, but especially when doing a colour correction, because if the saturation isn't thorough, you're going to end up with pockets of light and dark, and it can make the hair colour look very patchy. Always like to work tidy, placing it on a foil, each section on a foil, so it's very clean and tidy for the client. So here we have Erin's finished look, and as you can see, great transition, copper new growth to lighter ends. I really wanted to share with you more of a colour corrective process, because realistically that's what we do every day in the salon. I mean, there's very few virgin heads of hair that come in. Usually the client has previous hair colour, and for Erin, she's always modelling, so she's really open to trying new things, but sometimes she likes to have what she feels comfortable with, and it's always about the client in the end. So I hope you enjoyed my tips and tricks and little colour formulas. And I love to style. It's all about a total look. So here's my finished look.